Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to C.A.R. Entertainment. My name is Dylan Hamilton, your host, and today we're going to be talking about AQ1 biology, active and passive immunity. We're sort of going backwards, because last time we put out an antibiotics video, now we're doing active and passive immunity, and then we'll go back to the very start with phagocytosis, etc. etc. But let's get into this, start off with, and talk a little bit about active and passive immunity. So, passive immunity is whenever you receive antibodies from another source. Whilst active immunity is whenever the individual achieves immunity through the production of antibodies by his or her own body. So passive immunity, like an injection of just pure antibodies, they're just there. Active immunity, for example, like an injection of a weakened form of the virus, and then your own body produces antibodies to that. So let's just go in depth a wee bit more about passive immunity. So passive immunity will include antibodies passing from the mother to the baby across the placenta and the mother's milk, otherwise known as colostrum. Antibodies will be made in another individual, which can be injected as a serum obtained from individuals recovering from an illness. That's another way. And the final way is that you can immunize animals, so the animal produces antibodies required and the serum is given to individuals requiring rapid immunity. Serum is essentially just blood plasma with all the blood clotting substances removed. So, monoclonal antibody. We touched on this here on the antibiotics video, but now we're just going to clear this up and say what exactly is monoclonal antibody production. Well, it's the removal of sensitized and cloned B lymphocytes from the mouse. Mouse is just an example animal that has been infected with a particular antigen. Now, a mouse B lymphocytes will be hybridized with cancer cells to produce long-lived lymphocytes producing required antibodies. So what are the advantages then of monoclonal antibodies? They can be produced in large quantities and they can produce a single type of antibody. The large quantities one is the main one, but it also means if you want a specific type of antibody for a specific type of disease, for an example, this is very good because you can get the exact thing you're looking for. We'll also touch on B lymphocytes, T lymphocytes, etc. in the other video that's going to come up next. So passive immunity and active immunity. So passive immunity, like we said, is rapid immunity, as the B lymphocytes will become sensitized and the plasma cell production will not take place first. Passive immunity will also only be temporary, as the individual's immune system will not be programmed to make more. You've literally just got them. So active immunity then is developed through having had the disease, and whenever subsequent infection occurs involving the same pathogen, a secondary response will be rapid and strong, meaning the immune system will destroy the pathogens, and you're not even going to be aware you're infected. I guarantee you right now, you've had the cold, but you haven't even realized it because it's being dealt with. You haven't had the symptoms of it because it's been dealt with that quickly. Although you've been infected with it, it's just been dealt with that quickly. But you always feel the symptoms of a different cold because every cold has a slight mutation in it, and therefore you haven't had that specific one yet. Okay, so the primary immune response is slow, however, as the individual will suffer the symptoms, like we just said. Now, the strong and rapid secondary response is due to many more memory cells at the start of the primary, which is memory cells being already sensitized, which is the speed part. Apologies for the noise. So, artificial active immunity then is when vaccinations produce an active antibody. Whenever vaccinations produce active immunity. That is what artificial active immunity is. This will trick the immune system into thinking the body is infected, and consequently, the primary immune response will be triggered. The immune system will produce a secondary response if it's required, which will render the individual immune. Now, vaccinations then. Vaccinations contain one of three ways of doing it. So you can have the killed or weakened or attenuated pathogen, which is when the pathogen will contain the antigen which requires the production of the immune response or the antibodies, but it won't actually cause the disease to you. You can also have a modified toxin which is produced by the pathogen. So some pathogens will produce the immune response, and the toxins that it shows will be modified to make it harmless. And this will not be changed so much that it doesn't actually produce the immune response. You also have isolated antigens, so it separates from the pathogen itself. As some pathogens, antigens will be made by genetic engineering. Essentially, vaccinations do require booster injections though, because this will produce the secondary immune response, as whenever you're given your injection at the very start, obviously over time, whenever you're about 15, 16, you'll get get low, so you get a booster injection usually at school, and then this boosts them way up high, higher than it was initially, and then that'll do you for the rest of your life. I've been done from C Entertainment. Good luck if this comes up in your exam, and I'll see you next time.